Storm chances increase later this week as our next weather maker arrives, bringing rain chances into the upcoming weekend. Gusty winds are continuing now through the day on Tuesday and possibly into parts of Wednesday as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Jake Lambright. Our latest forecast always streaming on KSLA, and of course you can always find the latest on the weather throughout the day on KSLA social media platforms. You can also follow me at Jake Lambright on all platforms for the latest with your weather as well. Let's go ahead and dive right into that next weather maker. Again, that's coming or starting around midweek and then kind of continuing through Easter weekend. When it comes to this weather maker, let me go ahead and take myself off the screen there. Again, we're looking at multiple rounds of showers and storms. The good news with this is that the severe weather threat does remain low. We will be cooling down by the weekend as well, which will be great, especially if you're not a big fan of these 80s, because it has been quite warm out there these past couple of days. Now, I'm going to cover up Monday, Tuesday, because rain chances, of course, on Tuesday are very, very low end. Wednesday, you'll notice a 20% chance of rain, followed by a more elevated rain chance by Thursday. Those chances go down on Friday and then are elevated once again Saturday and into early parts of Sunday also. So your Easter weekend plans could be impacted by some rain. Of course, it's a little too early to really fine-tune timing on that weekend time frame, but I am expecting rain during some part of the weekend, likely wrapping up early Sunday morning. So that could be good if you have outdoor Easter plans on Sunday afternoon. Too early to go canceling your plans, but a reminder, check in Wednesday, Thursday. We'll have a much better idea of timing and how much of that lingers over into Easter Sunday. So make sure you check back in with us for the latest on that. Let's rewind, though, real quick and go back earlier to the week. We'll start with Wednesday, late afternoon, early evening. We've got the chance to see a couple of stray showers. Not many will see rain. Most of the Arklatex doesn't see rain until we get into the day on Thursday. You'll see some of those spotty showers extend into parts of central Louisiana, like Alexandria, even across the Mississippi River toward the Jackson, Mississippi metro. So again, these are very isolated hit and miss showers, not impacting large areas, and these I'm not expecting to have any kind of severe threat with them whatsoever. You'll notice toward the left of the screen, let me take myself off there for a second, that line of storm starting to enter the DFW Metroplex early Thursday morning. This is around sunrise. And there is the chance that some of those storms as they move through the Dallas area could be strong to severe. However, as they continue progressing to the east, I'm expecting that severe threat to not be as high. It's very, very low, even for the Dallas area. It's a level 1 marginal risk, which we'll dive into that here in just a second. But that severe risk even lower as it moves into Longview, Shreveport, Texarkana, that general area, and continuing out into Monroe. Here's a look at things mid-morning toward lunchtime on Thursday. You'll see that line getting closer to the Arklatex. This is as far out as I can go, about 1 to 2 p.m. That's when that line starts to enter, bringing mostly beneficial rain that we really do need across much of our area. Here's a look at long-range future track. We'll go into the weekend. It kind of hints at some showers and storms moving throughout the day on Saturday and kind of getting out of here by Sunday afternoon. But again, long range doesn't do the best, so that timing I do expect to fluctuate, and I'll have more for you on that as we get later on into the week. Let's talk severe weather outlook for Wednesday. For the Shreveport area, the area that we cover at KSLA, Shreveport, Texarkana, Longview, out to Ruston, Natchitoches, we're not outlined in any kind of severe weather risk at all on Wednesday. There's a marginal risk out toward Dallas, Fort Worth, including the Texoma region. And then as you go further out to the west, say Wichita Falls, back into Oklahoma City, that's where there's a slight risk for severe weather, which is a level 2 out of 5. And so far for Thursday, nobody's outlined in any kind of severe weather outlook. Maybe a low-end marginal risk gets added for parts of the area, and that could very well be the Arklatex. However, we would get that update as we head into the day on Tuesday. Right now, I'm recording this on Monday evening, so we don't have that information just yet. When it comes to rainfall totals, we're going to be getting some very beneficial rain. Shreveport, Longview, out to Ruston, Natchitoches. We're talking 1.5 to 2 inches of rain, maybe some locally higher amounts. As you get north of I-30, Idabel, Broken Bow, out toward Texoma, that's where we're looking at 2.5 to 3 inches of rain. That continues down into North Texas, including the Dallas-Fort Worth metro, but totals are lesser. The further east you go, the further southeast you go. So my friends in Alexandria or Monroe, you're looking at closer to 1 inch of rain. And then also if you have friends or family out toward the Jackson, Mississippi area, they're also kind of looking at closer to 1 inch of rain. Want to bring you up to speed on burn bans. These are just in the Arklatex. If your county or parish is shaded in red, you're still in a burn ban until further notice. And hopefully that 1.5 to 2 inches of rain, maybe some higher amounts that we see in the Arklatex will help some of these burn bans be allowed to expire as we head into next week. Of course, we'll be watching that closely. We'll give you the first alert as we learn more as far as any burn bans dropping. As we head into Tuesday, expect gusty winds to continue. I'm expecting gusts anywhere between 15 to 25 miles per hour. Very comparable to what we've seen during the day on Monday, and I'll show you those max wind gusts here in just a second. You'll notice those winds continuing on into Tuesday evening, possibly continuing into parts of Wednesday as well. We'll get a quick check of maximum wind gusts as of about 5 p.m. on Monday at the time I'm recording this. Go and pull those up again. Most of those have ranged between 15 to 25 miles per hour across much of the Arklatex today. So pretty breezy day, and again, very similar wind gust expected as we head throughout your Tuesday. Tomorrow, high temperatures likely in the mid to upper 80s across much of the area. Mid 80s on Wednesday, and then a little bit cooler through the second half of the week. Really a noticeable cool down and much closer to average for this time of the year as we head into your Easter weekend when those rain chances are a little more elevated. Then we've got that front moving through. That'll take us into the mid 70s on Saturday and the lower 70s on Sunday. All right, let's talk 7-day forecast. Again, Tuesday, Wednesday, not looking too bad. Rain chances starting to increase by Thursday, though. Saturday, we've got, again, more elevated rain chances that will linger into early parts of Sunday, but things looking to clear out as of now by Sunday afternoon. From there, you'll notice a preview of next week. Monday, highs in the 70s, lots of sunshine. I'm expecting more pleasant weather to continue as we head into next week. In fact, we'll show you that here on your 12-day forecast coming up here in just a second. Next week's looking great. High temperatures mainly staying in the 70s for the most part, and then returning to the 80s by the end of next week with lots of sunshine, lots of dry conditions. It'll be a great week to spend some time outdoors. Of course, a lot of variables to watch. Not too concerned about the severe weather potential middle of this week, that Thursday round of rain becoming, anything elevated in terms of severe weather. However, that weekend threat for showers and storms, Easter weekend, right now it doesn't, nothing really jumps out at me as anything to watch closely. Of course, I'll be monitoring it, watching it, all the new updates, but that does have more time to evolve. So I'll be watching that, of course, giving you the first alert if anything big changes there on the severe weather front. But for now, at most, expecting a low and severe weather risk. Don't forget, you can follow me and KSLA on all of our platforms. You can follow me at Jake Lambright, KSLA at KSLA News 12. We'll keep you posted until I have my next forecast update here tomorrow evening. Thanks so much for watching. And again, I'll see you tomorrow with another update.